Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Shield Chill from Gillette, the best a man can get.
Really?
Shield.
Really?
Available with or without chill.
My name is Matson, you can see me on TV. The big mistake, your example was giving you presidency. Oh, you did some crazy shit no one understood. And did so many drugs, you make Charlie Sheen look good. I'll sweep you from under your feet till the long you will stand. I'm a part of the biggest park in the world, they call it Disneyland. So bring on the heat as I flow on the speed and nobody here can stop me. I'm whooping your ass, I'm fragile like glass, so I hope that you don't drop me. Stop your jib jabber, Mickey, your raps are full of crap. My rhymes are so executed that I consider them my mousetrap. I'm on a diss massacre, so call me Jack the Ripper. You're gonna lose this battle like Cinderella lost her slipper. Ha! That was a funny joke I just made. I'll march over you as if I was in the Magic Kingdom parade. Sweep me from under my feet, I would like to see you try. That's like an ant trying to eat a McDonald's large fry. Let me tell you a little story about my life. I only sleep with one loyal wife. You sleep with women like you're a pimp. They don't give you their number, they have sex like Jim. Your breath smells like a forest skunk. The only reason they slept with you is because they were drunk. They all think you're a stuck up punk. You're like a Titanic, your religious song. Mickey Mouse goes singing the ocean blue. You're the shelter to get more women than you. I sleep with a real woman in my expensive house. You sleep in your bed with an ugly ass mouse. I can kill you with just one simple glance. You seem a little shocked, Mickey. Might want to go and change your pants.
Damn. I hate to say it, and we all know. Hello, folks. This is Blind Adam, the comic pimp, and this is the Awesome Sauce Comics podcast for October 14th, 2016, and this is episode 200. Yep. Wow. 200 episodes. I never thought that something I did, and I thought that was only going to be a one-time only deal, would be 200. I'd have a 200 reviews. I'm so blessed. I'm so grateful. And just a lot of. I want to thank, first and foremost, thank the Awesome Sauce family, you the listeners. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for picking me up when I'm down at times. You know, especially when I'm feeling sick and tired. No, but wow. Thank you all for helping me live my dream. You know, now I got something to preach. I say, we're gonna learn today. We're gonna get educated with the educated today. I mean, so if you have a dream, go out and live the dream, man. Because there's nothing like it. You know? If you have a goal, go achieve it. If you have something you want to do, just go do it. You only get to live once. I mean, I really, really want to thank, you know, Tommy Jaron. You know, I'd like to thank, Joey Kramer, Jessica. Yeah, she's sexy, man. She mad sexy. You know, but I won't talk about that right now. Yeah, she's kind of hot, but, you know, that's just the way it is. I'd like to thank everyone over at Pug Productions. I'd like to thank Reed Pop. I'd like to thank Scores. I'd like to thank Mike's Taxi. I'd like to thank RJ Comics and Toys. Abduction 1. You know, for sponsoring me. Wow. I don't have a heck of a lot to say at the moment. Tell Gonna start out by saying telemarketers can go fuck themselves. But I got a little special treat from New York Comic Con. This is my little interaction with Stan the Man Lee. I love Stan. Without Stan Lee, there'd be no Marvel Universe. And we best respect that. There it is, my brothers and sisters! Yeah! One more for the bad guys! And as always, if y'all want a good time in New York City, who doesn't want a good time in the greatest city in the world? The Big Apple. You go to Scores Gentlemen's Club located on 28th, West 28th Street between 10th and 11th Avenues. www.scores.com. You get a lap dance, you get a soda pop, you can celebrate any event in the world. Scores is awesome, Scores is magical, and, can't wait to go back there sometime in the next week or so. Go there rocking it with my girl Tiffany. Yeah, man, I think I'm going to try to have Tiffany on the show, but, that is the highlight of 2016's New York Comic Con, which took place last week. And, yeah, I know it's not an interview, but I got him saying Excelsior, and it's on our show, the Awesome Sauce Comics Podcast, and that's just another thing off the bucket list. I'm trying to set up to do a full interview with him, but, things take time. So maybe at Rhode Island Comic Con, which is next month, November 11th through the 13th, I'll get the interview. Yeah, that's Rhode Island Comic Con is next month. Exotica is in a couple weeks. Hasbrook Heights. The Hasbrook Heights Comic Fest is October 30th. You got Halloween. Goosey Devil's Night. I'm going to go by what they called it in The Crow. But I also want to thank everyone and anyone who wished me a happy birthday. Thank you. Awesome Sauce Comics birthday is at the March. Can't believe it's almost a year and a half, man. I got some other amazing interviews coming along. And now I'm going to play something from a good friend of the show. Her name is Diane Matson. She's a really good actress based out of Seattle. She's one of my best friends. Blind Adam is praying for you, pulling for you. I love you. I thank you for all the advice and all the encouragement you give me. And I can't wait to actually have you on there. But right now, she read this. She read me this really, really awesome story. So before I get into my TV reviews for the week, so I still got some comics to read. But You know, I'm gonna play what she played, what she gave for me for my birthday.
So, what is this surprise that you forewarned me about?
Well, my husband and I have been reading books by the awesomely talented author John Ringo, who, if Dennis Quaid was sitting in his cowboy boots with a big grin on his face, leaning back in his chair and typing, he would type what this guy writes. He's just awesome. And he does a lot of science fiction. This happens to be a fantasy science fiction-y book, but he has really strong female characters, which I love, of course. And you're just never sure who's going to do what and what's going to come out of people's mouths and what's going to happen. And it's just absolutely delightful. It's just really good reading, and he just pours this stuff out. His editor apparently warned him that he wasn't going to make much money, and then he proceeded to make large sums of cash. And it was like, no, really, it doesn't usually happen like this. But this guy is just a prolific writer and very, very good. So this is a book called There Will Be Dragons. And there's a scene between our hero and the bad guy that I have titled The Insult. Diane's mechanic hyper-sharp weapon struck Edmund's shield, but the Baron turned the blow aside, letting the point slither off the metal surface. No weapon is proof against my armor, Canuck said, circling his smaller opponent. My blade will go right through your armor, and my nanocloud will kill you, even if my blade doesn't. Nice, isn't it? Your wife will like it, I think. Perhaps I'll feed her to it, after our rape-spawn child is born. You're going to die, here, Edmund Talbot. I think not, the Baron replied. Taunting, taunting, taunting. I
Eyes, thou art ugly. Thy orcs doth not run forward to the fight, but away from thy countenance. Sooth, in the history of the ill-favored, thy name is held in high esteem. Thy whore-mother screamed at first sight of thee as the replicator burst open of its own accord in horror. The ill-fortunate that were forced to care for thee had to put a pork chop around thy neck to get the dog to play with thee. Further, sooth, when it did, it mistook thy ass for thy face and preferred it to lick. Mechanic, thou art ugly. Diane, thou art stupid. Thrice hast thou attacked us, and thrice have we thrown thee back, though we be but, forsooth, a fraction of thy number. Thou art unlettered, and hast never read of the term defeat in detail. For assuredly, but those few letters would require all day, and the use of both of your pustulant forefingers. But the veriest simpleton canst understand that thine tactics are those of the schoolyard bully, held back until his tutors at last released him as a man full grown, yet unable to manage finger painting. The very fact that thou canst breathe must be by the arts of some hob, smarter than thou, who doth sit upon thy shoulder and whisper in thy ear, breathe in, breathe out, else surely thou wouldst cease in this vital activity for lack of thought. Canst thou walk and chew bubblegum at the same time in his ass? And I cry nay, for I have found you face down with the bubblegum before you upon the ground as proof. Mechanic, thou art stupid. And that, he finished, taking another blow on the shield and stopping his dance, is how a professional insults someone. Now go away, or I'll start in on Arabic, you miserable mound of gelatinous pups.
Interesting.
Isn't it awesome?
Yeah! It was awesome sauce! As we testify! And I would like to thank Diane Matson for that reading. Wow, man. That was just awesome. It was amazing. Very fascinating. John Ringo did some interesting work. You know, I can't wait to one day have Diane on the podcast, live and in living color, if you will. But I wish her nothing but a speedy recovery, and she's back to 110% health soon. Because I love you, Diane, and I thank you for all you do for me, as well as you do for the podcast. You know? Now we're gonna... Spoiler! As we got one word to describe you. S-P-O-I-L-E-R. Spoiler! So I'm a fan of Enzo and Kaz. Big whoop. But, I just got done watching Arrow. See episodes 1 and 2. Flash episodes 1 and 2. Legends of Tomorrow episode 1. Supergirl season 2 episode 1. And I gotta say, DC Comics at TV where it be at, yo. It's awesome sauce. Now if I had to rank them, it would be Flash, then Supergirl, then Legends, and then Arrow. Sorry, Steven. Sorry, Willa. I love you guys. I thank you for everything you've done for the show, but I have no clue where Arrow's going at the season. I am liking how, you know, Oliver's trying to put together this new team. You know, with Watchdog and this girl is kind of supposed to be like the Black Canary. that I love. My favorite thing about Arrow so far is the Red Star flashbacks. The Red Star flashbacks with Dolph Lundgren are amazing. I'm also liking how this does feel like season 1. When the bodies hit the floor. You know what? But it still feels, out of all the shows, it feels like it's having the slowest build-up. Which is cool. You know, I actually like what they're doing with Quentin's character this season, where he's definitely off the wagon and he's trying to get where you got Thea, who's gonna try to become his anchor a little bit, anchoring him to the city, try to get him sober again. It's also going to be very, very interesting to see how Flashpoint affects Arrow. As outside of John having a son instead of a daughter, just to make up that Legends episode make more sense, I haven't seen much effect of Arrow yet in the Flashpoint. Now, Legend, but Arrow, I like what they're starting to use the Vigilante character now from who made his first appearance in New Teen Titans Annual number 2. He's created by Marv Wolfman, and I'm really can't wait to see how they use the character on the show a little bit more. And I can't wait to see more Dolph Lundgren in Red Star. I love it when he's reading all the names off the list. A lot of Burton, I really think they're going to have the Huntress back sometime this season because they're doing a lot of Bertinelli references. Glad to see the Huntress come back to Oh, excuse me, yo. But Legends was awesome. I like how you had the Oliver Queen cameo in the beginning. I love the fact that they only give you enough Justice Society in the first episode to make you want to come back for the second. I remember you were wild. You were spoiled. Spoilers. Spoiler. Major spoiler, yo. I like how they averted the atomic bomb in 1942. New York City. And I love the fact that they're starting to really put together Damien Dark and Ebert Thong as the first 2 members of the Legion of Doom. And I think the Legion of Doom for the season is Ebert Thong, Damien Dark, Malcolm Merlin, and Captain Cold. So, it's going to be interesting. I'm also like... Now, is the White Canary full-on lesbian, or is she bisexual? Can someone answer that, please? Because she was lesing out all over the place. But I like it. I also liked all the arguments between Sarah and Ray were really yelling at each other. I liked how that was a nice character moment when they all made up with one another. Once again, Firestorm's still the most unutilized person in the show, but what are you going to do? Firestorm gets no love. What's up with that? The Flash is the bomb. Still the best DC superhero TV show out there, but Supergirl's not far behind. You know, I loved what they're doing on The Flash with Dr. Alchemy. And I like how they're starting to... I also really loved what they're doing with John Leslie's ship and bringing him to be Jay Garrick. You know, that diner scene where Jay explaining the whole time space continuum to Barry was great. And at the end of the day, Barry fucked up because he's a mommy's boy. You know, but I can't wait to see exactly how Dr. Alchemy, you know, has in store for him next. You know, and Supergirl, holy shit. The way they brought in Superman was amazing. I liked Lena Luthor. I also love the fact that, and this is my question, why does every live action version of Superman, and granted it owes, Superman on live action owes everything to Richard Donner, Mario Puzo, and the Sarkins, but fuck this! It's 2016. Now everything has to be a reinterpretation or reimagining or homage to the Christopher Reeve movies. You know, yeah, how little thing where they were talking about, you know, Lex Luthor destroying California? All back to Superman 78. You know, but you know what I like to see as far as comic books go? Then we'll go back to my review. Batman 66 meets Wonder Woman 77 meets Superman 78. That would reek of awesomeness. I also love the fact that in this universe, Superman and John do not get along very well. You know, basically, John Jones had some kryptonite. Superman was like, fuck you, you know kryptonite can hurt and kill me, I'm out. And just that. I also really liked the way that they really upped their game. You know, whether it be Kara becoming a reporter, Wayne becoming a member of the DEO, whether it be, you know, the way they're introducing Metallo, which I thought was spot on, just beautiful. Beautiful. Supergirl may surpass The Flash this season as the best comic book show on TV for DC. Or they may just be tied. And with that, I'm going to say, thank you all for 200 episodes. My voice is starting to give out. Keep one foot in the gutter, one fist in the gold. Too hot to handle, too cold to hold. I love you all. I thank you all for being an Awesome Sauce family. Blind Adam out.
Stop recording video.